Hello, my name is Ryan Alexander and I am the Director of Sports Science here at Atlanta United. In the first two parts of the series, we discuss some of our concepts and methods for strength training and our grueling methods for conditioning we utilize to keep our players fit through the off-season. This episode, we are going to highlight some of the prescriptions we use at Atlanta United for our players to get back to their best form of themselves ahead of our next preseason. One area of focus for our players during the off-season is range of motion. During this period, we intentionally prescribe lower levels of activity to de-stress the body. Stretching and mobility protocols are given to players to address any issues that may have arisen during the season, or for general practice to prevent any issues from occurring in the future. All these exercises work to address movement patterns commonly used by our players, but have more controlled rates of movement that can assist the brain in learning a more smooth, less straining way of performing these actions. Other forms of recovery that we emphasize during this time is general continuity of the recovery methods and regimens or routines during the season. This may include ice baths, contrast baths, sauna, or warm bath immersion methods. While taking part in the strength and conditioning portion of their off-season, we promote our players to maintain their same use of these modalities when the intensity of the training session is supported. The choice to use these methods is largely restricted by resources in the off-season, but we will work as a staff to communicate alternative solutions for them when the facilities don't match what we have here at the training ground. Finally, one of the most important forms of recovery that is heavily prescribed in the off-season is sleep for our players. It's the optimal time when the brain and body can slow down to focus on the areas of need to bring the system back to its baseline. The focus is on getting more than 8 hours per night, but getting as close to 10 is ideal. We communicate with our players to focus on this aspect of the program so that we can be confident they are returning to us in January, rested and recovered. Thank you for joining me today in part 3 of our off-season recovery series presented by Piedmont. I look forward to seeing you again for part 4 when we discuss some general healthy habits that we promote our players to implement into their off-season program.